As coronavirus infections in the UK surge, more towns and cities will have been placed under more stringent restrictions by the end of the weekend. More than a quarter of the UK population will be living under tighter rules when new measures on socialising come into force in parts of the country on Sunday. As of 6 p.m. this evening, 17 million people in the UK will be subject to stricter coronavirus restrictions thanks to local lockdowns. The tightening of restrictions comes as the UK recorded its highest single-day figure of coronavirus cases, with 6,874 lab confirmed cases on Friday. The numbers are rising rapidly despite badly hit areas having already been placed in local lockdowns. While several dozen people are dying each day now, infectious disease modelling expert Professor Graham Medley warned there would be 100 coronavirus deaths a day in a few weeks' time. Prof Medley, who attends meetings of the Scientific Advisory Group for Emergencies, told BBC Radio 4's Today programme that new restrictions announced this week would not stop the deaths, but would prevent the toll getting even higher. These included a 10 p.m. curfew for pubs and restaurants across the whole of the UK. The following areas face the following restrictions, in addition to the national rule of 6 and 10 p.m. curfew. North West England, Wigan, Stockport and Blackpool from Saturday. Wigan and Stockport, which had been exempt from a lockdown imposed on Greater Manchester, have the same restrictions as the rest of the region. Blackpool, which had been exempt from restrictions in the rest of Lancashire, joins the rest of the county in having to follow the same rules. This means residents in these three areas must not socialise with other people outside of their own households or support bubble in private homes and gardens. Locals are also advised only to use public transport for essential purposes, such as travelling to school or work, and avoid attending amateur sporting events. The ban already exists in the city of Manchester, Merseyside, parts of Cheshire, Trafford, Bury, Tameside, Rochdale, Salford, Bolton, Oldham, Preston, Blackburn with Darwen and Pendle, with people also advised to avoid mixing in public venues too. West Yorkshire, Leeds Leeds follows the restrictions already in place in Calderdale, Kirklees and Bradford from Saturday. Residents in the city are banned from socialising with other people outside of their own households or support bubble in private homes and gardens. They are also advised not to socialise with anyone outside their household in public venues, including bars, restaurants and parks. The Department of Health and Social Care said some wards in West Yorkshire were exempt from existing restrictions on gatherings introduced at the start of August, but these wards are now also be subject to the ban. As announced this week, childcare bubbles will be able to be formed to help families care for children under 14, as long as their carers are consistent. This includes formal and informal childcare arrangements. Wales, Cardiff, Swansea, Llanelli, Neathport, Talbot, Torfan and the Vale of Glamorgan Llanelli will go into local lockdown from 6 p.m. on Saturday, followed by Cardiff and Swansea 24 hours later. People will not be able to enter or leave the areas without a reasonable excuse, the Welsh Government has confirmed. They will not be able to meet indoors with anyone they do not live with extended households suspended. These areas will be added to the list of Welsh areas already in lockdown: Merthyr Tydfil, Bridgend, Blaenau Gwent, Newport, Rondesign and half and curfew. 3 more council areas in South Wales will go into local lockdown from 6 p.m. on Monday, the Welsh Government announced on Sunday. Neath, Talbot, Torfan and the Vale of Glamorgan will be covered by the restrictions, which mean people will not be able to enter or leave the areas without a reasonable excuse. They will not be able to meet indoors with anyone they do not live with extended households suspended. Birmingham, Solihull, Sandwell and Wolverhampton in the West Midlands remain areas of intervention with restrictions on household mixing in private dwellings. Stoke-on-Trent has been removed from the watch list. In the East Midlands, Leicester and Oadby in Wixton remain areas of intervention, but Corby and Northampton have been removed from the watch list. Blaby remains an area of enhanced support, meaning extra testing and tracing support will be deployed in the area. In the northeast, South Tyneside, Gateshead, Newcastle upon Tyne, Sunderland, North Tyneside, Northumberland and County Durham remain as areas of intervention. Hartlepool, Middlesbrough, Stockton-on-Tees, Darlington, Redcar and Cleveland have been escalated to areas of enhanced support.